Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
All eyes are on Storm Tracker 4 and the skies this afternoon as we track some pretty wild weather that's going to be moving across Metro Detroit. We're talking nearly 50-degree temperatures, so some good news there, but then we've also got the strong winds, a flood watch, sleet, a few inches of snow, and all of this in just a short amount of time. So hang on, everybody, because the wild weather tops our news here at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Evrod Kasumi. Let's turn our attention to today's forecast as we give you a live look outside here through our sky cam. Meteorologist Brandon Rue has all the answers in terms of what we are expecting, and boy, it is going to be an interesting next day or so, Brandon.
Yeah, 3 big events over 2 days, and the chronological order is wind, flooding, snow. Let's take care of the wind first. We are currently under a wind advisory for all of southeastern lower, southern Ontario. You're in there as well. 40 to 45 mile-an-hour gusts. So the concern for swaying semis, blowing debris out there on the roads, and also sporadic power outages when we get this time of year, weakened tree limbs down onto weakened power lines. Currently, winds are gusting over 30 miles an hour in a lot of spots, but through the afternoon, that potential of 40 to 45. And that's right where our temperatures are, 45 to 50 degrees right now. Storm Tracker 4 on the dry side, starting to get a little rain developing southwestern lower for most of the day. Daylight hours, our concern is the wind. Near 50-degree highs, and the rain will be scattered after 3-4 p.m., very widely scattered, and a little more intense as we get into tonight. So melting snow plus an inch of rain possible. So we have a flood watch. We'll talk more about that. In the meantime, this is the time you hold your phone camera right up to the middle of your screen, and that QR code will get you right to the Local Forecasters app. We are updating this with new information constantly, including new snow totals. Evrod, I'm about to get on and post a new story about the new snow totals, and I'll have it on the air here coming up.
Speaking of the temperature, it's a perfect time to go take the dog out, Brandon. Not a bad idea as well. The temperatures are not bad. Let's send things out to Hank. He's got to look at what we're working on for Local 4 News coming up at 5.
I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank. This neighborhood here, Jefferson Chalmers, it was one of the hardest hit last year during those tough floods. Well, now many in this area bracing for the warm-up, concerned about what could happen next. We're talking with people in this community, and we'll be live here tonight starting at 5 o'clock. Back to you.
Right now at noon, we want to get to some breaking news that we are following from Troy this afternoon, where northbound I-75 right at 14 Mile Road finally back open after state police investigated a reported freeway shooting. Troopers got a call from a driver saying that somebody in a white van was shooting at her vehicle. They say that no bullet damage was found, but investigators closed the freeway working to collect evidence. But again, that stretch of I-75 right there at 14 Mile, northbound I-75, now back open. Also breaking at this hour, State Representative Joelle Jones pleaded guilty in a drunk driving case that has been involved in this now year-long court battle. Local 4's Sean Lake caught up with Jones today. He's got to look at what he is saying now after all this.
Joelle Jones in court here in Livingston County this morning pleading guilty to 2 felonies and multiple misdemeanors. But it's very likely that Jones may not get any jail time at all.
And I'm glad we were able to have a win today. You know, we're walking out the front of the building, like I said earlier.
Democratic State Rep Joelle Jones tells me he is not resigning his state house seat after pleading guilty this morning to the very charges he was insisting he was not guilty of. Jones maintained that his arrest was unlawful today. He told the judge it was a lawful arrest. Jones pled to 2 felony counts of resisting and obstructing MSP troopers during his wild altercation with MSP last April. He pled guilty to drunk driving, having a firearm while intoxicated, and he pled guilty to sneaking a key into the Livingston County Jail for purposes of escape and admitted he could have harmed someone with that key. Jones appeared to be relieved afterward.
We're going to keep walking forward, keep moving forward, keep doing great things.
The judge here will sentence Jones in March. It's up to him if Jones gets any additional jail time. Much more on what happened in court today, live at 5 o'clock in Livingston County. Sean Lay, Local 4.
All right. Thank you, Sean, for the update there. Former Mccomb County Prosecutor Eric Smith is scheduled to be sentenced at any moment in federal court. He's accused of embezzling $600,000 from his campaign fund to use on personal expenses. Prosecutors have filed paperwork asking for the maximum sentence of 21 months. They argue that Smith broke his pledge and even used his position of authority to coerce others to lie and protect him. Smith pleaded guilty last year to obstructing justice. He faces up to 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. President Biden rejected a request by former President Trump to block White House visitor logs from the committee probing the January 6th siege at the U.S. Capitol. White House counsel Dana Bremis wrote to the National Archives that Biden determined executive privilege is, quote, not in the best interest of the United States and therefore is not justified. There's no word on how detailed those logs were or what they could reveal to the January 6th committee. Closer to home now, the former Michigan GOP chair, Laura Cox, is subpoenaed by the January 6th committee. Cox served as the head of the party during the 2020 presidential election. The Select Committee is subpoenaing Cox because they want to learn more about efforts to send false, quote, alternate electors to change the outcome of the 2020 election. The committee wants Cox to produce documents by March 1st and appear for a deposition on March 8th. Our Grant Herms is working on that story. Coming up new at 6, he's going to have a look at what Cox is saying about the subpoena, as well as why the January 6th committee wants her personal cell phone records. Again, that's coming up on Local 4 News ahead at 6. Now to a Local 4 News update. Southfield police have released new information about yesterday's wild chase that went across 2 cities. This is new dash cam video that shows the chase. It went through Southfield and ended in Detroit. Police say that it started with the driver shooting at another car right in the area of Schoolcraft and the Southfield Freeway. We're told 3 people were inside, including an 18-month-old boy. Thankfully, they were not hurt. Police used a pit maneuver. They were able to get the driver to stop, but he ended up crashing, as you're about to see here, into a house. A 19-year-old man from Inkster is in custody.
18-month-old precious baby boy in that vehicle that this suspect fired upon. And so again, we're just so very thankful that this child was not injured.
Police believe road rage was a factor in this shooting. Russia says that it's pulling back about some of the 150,000 troops that the United States and its allies warn have converged around Ukraine on 3 sides, but there's skepticism from the West. In the meantime, Ukraine's leaders have sought to play down the threat of invasion as the country held a National Day of Unity in defiance of predictions about a Russian attack. Aaron McLaughlin has this report from Kyiv.
Today is National Unity Day here in Ukraine. This morning at the National Stadium here in Kyiv, they unraveled a 200-meter-long Ukrainian flag in a show of patriotism and solidarity. Flags are flying throughout the country. People are wearing blue and yellow ribbons. We heard from President Zelensky this morning in a speech say we are united by a single desire, the desire to live in peace, happily with one family, with children, with parents, and we have every right to all of this because we are at home, we are in Ukraine, and no one will love our home the way we love, and no one but us together can protect our home. This, as we have heard this morning from the NATO Secretary General, saying that they have seen so far no signs of the military de-escalation that was promised by Russia. Quite the contrary, they see that military buildup on 3 sides of the Ukrainian border continuing, and they are pushing Russia to engage in the diplomatic process. Aaron McLaughlin, NBC News, Kyiv, Ukraine.
All right, Aaron, thank you. So to come here at noon, coronavirus cases, hospitalizations, and deaths are all down. But the CDC hasn't budged on its mask guidance just yet. We've got to look at where things stand. That's coming up after the break. But before we go to break, we want to remind you that our 4 o'clock newscast is online during the Winter Olympics. You can get your news and weather updates at clickondetroit.com first at 4. We'll also be streaming live on the Local 4 Plus app, which you can download to your smart TV, Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV. It's free, and just like downloading an app for your phone onto your TV, if you're looking for news at 4 p.m., we've got you covered there as well.